Namaste. Namaste. Namaste, Mary. We'll give it a few minutes for everybody to pop on board today, to climb on the centering train, the train toward consciousness. Good morning, Tommy, or good afternoon, right? So here we are again. Good morning, Jackie. Here we are again, right? This beautiful time of clearance, this beautiful time of connection, this ritual for us, right? This time to sit, get in tune with ourselves, get in tune with each other, get in tune with life and the world, the planet. So much, right? Ed Simonek, hello my love. Hey Judith, nice to see you guys. So anyone showing up for the first time, welcome. I'm here in the beautiful space Shakti, and we're coming together to center. We're coming together to find one center. And you know, what does that even mean, right? Especially during a time of such great imbalance, right? So rather than defining it, rather than understanding it, let's attempt to hold space to experience it. You know, that's how I'm always interested in sharing space with people. Thank you for the heart bombs, guys. Let us experience, right, what it feels like to find one center, and to understand with great compassion that the center will always get lost, right? We'll always go off center, but that we're giving each other time and space, and we're developing a bit of a skill to locate one center. So let's tune in. I'm hoping this new mic is working well. Yeah, make sure, send me some thumbs up if the sound is okay. Let's breathe in. Namaste. Thanks for showing up for yourself, but showing up for us. You know, we're sitting alone together. And what a beautiful thing to connect, right? To connect on this new way. So, you know, there's a lot happening right now, as I was saying in our last session. We've just experienced summer solstice and eclipse and new moon. So happy summer, happy sunshine, happy time of great light, happy time of great light. And happy new day. You know, I think as humans, and of course we're all coming together as human family, we have a tendency to forget that each day is anew. And, I know that sounds a little cliche, and I don't want to fall into sentiment. I want to stay as practical as possible. But, as I woke today, I was like, wow, it is a new season. There is definitely, clearly more light, more heat here. But also it's a new day. It is a time to start fresh. And I think sometimes as we walk this path as humans, we can really get stuck in the rut or the routine. And, even though this crisis is fairly new, we've already been at it. What are we in? 3 months now? March, April, May, June? Yeah. A good 3 months. So now even this gets routine, right? The new way, right? Becomes ordinary. Becomes routine. And I think it's really important that we remind ourselves of newness, especially as we age and we get used to certain patterns and get used to how we live. I think it's very important that we remind ourselves of newness, whether it's a new day, or a new moon, or a new season. When I'm teaching here, facilitating, holding space for people to have personal growth or spiritual journeys or what have you, just the opportunity to wake up, an opportunity to become conscious, right? I'm always reminding people of impermanence, that nothing lasts, that nothing stays the same. And I think sometimes we do fairly well understanding that when we're in a difficult place, like, okay, I gotta remind myself, let go, I gotta remind myself, impermanence, this won't last. But the beauty of that, the gift of that, is something new comes through, right? As soon as we let go of something that is no longer working for us, right? As soon as we give way to change and impermanence, as it occurs naturally, right? We are natural beings. We are natural creatures, if you will. So as we come to greater states of realization, that cycles occur, like moon cycles and season change, right? It not only reminds us that we're being given a chance to let go of where we were, to clear our baggage, but that there's a newness, like something new and fresh can still occur in your existence, regardless of how old you are or how mundane or routine your life might seem. To embrace change, but also to realize that newness can still occur, right? I am such a creature of habit. I really like things to stay the same. And this always makes people's eyes pop up because, in yoga, it's always about transformation and change and kind of letting go of the old in order to embrace the new. But as a Cancerian, right, I don't like change. I came into this world kind of not preferring change. So I have to always exercise the newness in my mind's eye, that as much as I like things to stay the same, I have to welcome in newness. I know that I'm not done with my work. I know that I'm not done on this path. But I have to constantly check in and remind myself that something new can be birthed. And we might remember that in our 20s or 30s even. But as we start to mature, we can often forget and get stuck in the rut and the routine. That newness is still upon you. That change is very much still part of your existence. And we take what is occurring naturally, right? As yogis, whether you consider yourself one or not, the fact that you chose to pop onto the screen and sit with us for a few moments and gain some centeredness, right? Right? What is that word? What does it mean to be a yogi, right? For me, it's just someone that's interested in having a relationship to reality, right? Bottom line, exclamation point, period. To have a relationship to reality. right? Reality is always changing, right? So let us remind ourselves that newness is here for us all the time. This is a new day. This is a new moon. This is a new season. And although that might be scary, right? New moons are blank. New moons are black. We don't know what it looks like, right? It's a dark void, right? It's uncomfortable. We can't see it, right? We are students of nature because we are of nature. So as this new day, new moon, new cycle, new season occurs naturally, how about we just go along for that ride instead of keeping our minds and our bodies in the past and like adhering to what was, right? We cling to what was and it becomes glue. And the glue holds us back from new growth. You know, may we experience the newness of this day, of this moon cycle, of this season, right? Full of light, warmth, and beauty. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again. One more. Move around a little bit, right? So moving wakes you up. Moving tunes you in, right? You're becoming aware of the temperature in your room or outside, right? You're becoming aware of what's underneath you, what's to the sides of you, what's in front of you. Moving helps you discover the moment anew, right? And just move like you, man. There's no right way to move, right? Move to experience the now, and the now is always new, guys. And then when you're ready, drop into your seat, like dropping an anchor. Begin to feel the physical form starting to settle down. But just as when you drop an anchor, there's still some movement occurring, say, in the boat, right? It's not stuck. It's just stationary, right? It's just floating, right? In one space, right? In one time period, in one moment. So experience your body as it drops into the here and the now. Don't miss that. And then just make a little space in the midsection. Open up your waist. Notice the spinal column opening as the waist does. A sense of decompression. And then open up across the collar, a sense of expansion. And just notice space around you. A sense of growth, right? Space, growth. And drop your awareness inside your body. So just kind of tunnel your gaze in. And bring the attention into the lower belly. Let it soften. And notice that every time you breathe in, the lower belly softly moves away from you. And every time you breathe out, the lower belly gently moves closer to you. You don't have to work this or try at it. Just watch it happen naturally. And it comes from a softening, a gentleness, a tenderness with oneself. Let's crawl our awareness into the rib cage and the diaphragm, the midsection of the body. And notice the ribs, as they softly move outward on the inhale and gently move inward on the exhale. Move awareness up into the chest where the lungs live. Soften them. Soften across the collar, through the armpits, in the center of the chest. And just see if you may softly sip the breath into the lungs on the inhale. And gently release the breath from the high lung on the exhale. Slowly and softly sipping the breath toward the lungs on the inhale. Gently and gradually emptying the high lungs on the exhale. And as you sit in the awareness of your breath, allowing yourself to experience a few moments of centeredness, know that these moments are new. They haven't happened. They're happening in the now. They haven't happened before, right? They are new. So we're training the old mind that is so rote, that is so routine, that adheres so much to what we think our stories are, right? The same old day in and day out, right? We train the brain to birth the newness of each moment from the breath. Living in the now, which happens to be new. New perspective, new awareness. Your willingness to go with the flow. Your willingness to change through the cycles and seasons of life. If you'd care to add on, we'll do our daily lung strengthening exercise together. I encourage you to breathe slowly, and please empty the breath from the underbelly. And breathe in. Retain. Breathe out. Retain. 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 Release the lock of the underbelly, letting the breath go, letting the breath flow. Feel free to move the body. And we'll hold space for each other to sit in observance of this breath as it births the newness, right? We're training the mind to go to the newness, the freshness of the breath. Each inhale is new. Each inhale has never been in your body before. The energy that comes in every time you breathe in has never been there before. It is new. Every time you exhale, you can be purging staleness, energy that was, energy that no longer serves you, a willingness to let go of what is no longer working for you. Only you can do that. Allow yourself to be a natural creature right now, experiencing cycles and change. And bring the hands together at the center of the heart. Breathe in. May we experience life anew. Namaste. Thank you, my loves, for sitting with me, with us, this global virtual community of humans coming together, attempting to center oneself, attempting to locate moments of consciousness, of awareness. It is when we are conscious, when we allow ourselves to sit, that we can realize that life is always cycling and changing. So, why not us, right? Why not us? Like, we're not going to stay the same, no matter how much we try, right? So why don't we just join the flow, right? So on that note, with this new season, it's been coming to me. I've been downloading messages pretty fiercely over these past couple of days with it being solstice. But it's time for a little shift, and I'm going to go with that shift instead of being stubborn and adhere. So the shift for us together is going to be I'll continuing to be of service here Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at noon. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at noon. But in addition, and I just want to make sure everybody hears this part, I really want to invite you guys to join us on Zoom Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays at noon. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at noon. And it will serve as this time. And, one of the main things that excites me about being able to connect with so many through social media is that I'm really I'm excited by the fact that I'm breaking the mold on what yoga is. We've gotten this very strange concept of yoga, and somehow it involves, acrobatics and physical fitness, which certainly it does. That is very much part of the world of yoga on the Western Hemisphere. But the yoga that we do here at Shakti is one of coming into relationship with reality. So I invite you to join us in place of this. All you got to do is flip over to Zoom at noon, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. It will be gentle yoga. There will be no salutations. And we will be doing this centering work together in a slightly longer, class setting for an hour with some movement, with some energetic movement. Those of you that are familiar with Qigong, the Chinese form of yoga, will be doing some of that. So it's very safe, it's very holistic, it's always about the breath. So please consider. I'll read all these posts when I'm done, and I'll respond. happy to see you guys today. I will see you Wednesday, but I hope to see you tomorrow. Ask any questions about that class and I will get back to you. As far as contributions go, basically I'm offering of service. So if you are experiencing hardship, I want you to come as my guest. If you are receiving income, whether it is pension, fixed income, whether it is, unemployment, which I'm not getting. If you have a job and are back to work, then you make a contribution, right? You just make a contribution. Let's take care of each other, right? Let's seal it up. Let's send it out. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you live with an easy heart.